everyone. Welcome to Bruhan Mumbai Municipal Corporation's Virtual Training Center, and I am Mrs. Nehal Kodambe, your English teacher from VTC. Let's begin with today's session.
Welcome to today's session. Dear children, in today's session we are going to learn about transitive and intransitive verb. So you already know the meaning of this word verb, right? We have learned different types of verb also, and in today's session we are going to learn about transitive and intransitive verb. What are they and how to identify them, when and how they are used. So all these questions will be answered in this video. So watch this video very carefully, attentively till the end. So let's begin with transitive and intransitive verb. See, if you have seen the video before this, at the end of that video, I have just introduced you what is the object in the sentence. So here in this video, we will revise it first and then we will turn towards transitive and intransitive verb. Why? Because it is very important to know what is an object in the sentence. बघा मागच्या व्हिडिओच्या शेवटी ह्याच्या आधीचा व्हिडिओ तुम्ही बघा तर त्या व्हिडिओच्या शेवटी आपण जो सब्जेक्ट प्रेडिकेटचा व्हिडिओ केला त्याच्यात मी शेवटी तुम्हाला ऑब्जेक्ट काय आहे हे थोडक्यात इंट्रोड्यूस केलेलं होतं. तर त्याच्या पुढे आपण थोडंसं इकडे आजच्या व्हिडिओच्या सुरुवातीला बघणार आहोत, त्याची थोडीशी रिव्हिजन करणार आहोत, कारण ऑब्जेक्ट माहिती असणं हे आजच्या या टॉपिकसाठी खूप महत्त्वाचं आहे. So here you can see there is a simple sentence you must have read by the time. So he paints posters. See, there are three words in three different colors. He paints posters. Now what is he in this sentence? What is paints in this sentence? And what is posters in this sentence? That we will see now. We will identify them. So he is the subject in this sentence. Subject is the word or is a person or is a thing who is doing or performing the action. So that is the subject. As you all know, paints is the verb of this sentence because that is the action word. Action of painting is done by he. So he paints. And what is posters? So poster is an object over here. What does he paint? He paints posters, right? So we have seen how to identify posters, which question to be asked to that sentence. So finally we get the object that we have seen in the video before this. If you have not seen that video, please do watch it, try to understand, and then you can continue with this video. So these are the three parts of the sentence: subject, verb and object. This is the basic pattern of any sentence. SVO, subject, verb and object. So he here is the subject. Paints is an action word that is called verb in grammar, and posters, this word is an object from this sentence. What does he paint? He paints posters. आपण त्या वाक्याला जेव्हा what हा प्रश्न विचारतो तेव्हा आपल्याला त्या वाक्यातलं ऑब्जेक्ट मिळतं. ओके, सो आपण हे पाहिलेलं आहे. सब्जेक्ट म्हणजे काय आपल्याला माहिती आहे, वर्ब म्हणजे आपल्याला काय माहिती आहे, आणि ऑब्जेक्ट म्हणजे काय आता आपण इथे हे फाइंड आउट केलेलं आहे. सो व्हॉट इज सब्जेक्ट? Who or what performs the action of the verb? Who performs or what does it do? That is the action of the verb is the subject. Okay. What is verb? So the verb is the word that expresses what that action is. What action is done by the subject, that is the verb. So verb is an action word which expresses what that action is. And what is an object? Whoever or whatever receives that action is the object. ओके, आता तुम्हाला इथे मी एक्सप्लेन केलं आणि क्लिअरली लिहून पण दाखवलंय बघा. सब्जेक्ट म्हणजे काय, वर्ब म्हणजे काय आणि ऑब्जेक्ट म्हणजे काय. आपल्याला आता इथे आपण ही कन्सेप्ट पहिली क्लिअर केली. Subject means the doer, verb is what he, she, it is doing, that is the action, and object is whoever or whatever receives that action is the object. ओके, कोण काय करतोय ते जे आपल्याला ज्या शब्दातून कळतं दॅट इज द ऑब्जेक्ट. ही पेंट्स पोस्टर, तो काय करतोय, काय पेंट करतोय, पोस्टर्स पेंट करतोय. ही इज नॉट पेंटिंग पिक्चर्स, ही इज नॉट पेंटिंग एनिथिंग एल्स, but here he paints posters. So you get some clear idea about the action. So whoever or whatever receives that action is the object of that sentence. Now is it clear to you? Now let's move to the next step. So just now we have seen what is subject, what is verb, and what is object in the sentence. See here we will revise this with some examples, with some more sentences. आताच आपण सब्जेक्ट म्हणजे काय, वर्ब म्हणजे काय आणि ऑब्जेक्ट म्हणजे काय बघितलं. इथे आता आपण काही सिंपल सेंटेन्सेस मी तुम्हाला दाखवते. We will read them and we will try to know this in a better way. Okay? I love holidays. So I is subject, love is verb, and holidays, this word is object in this sentence. She learns swimming. She is subject, learns action word, verb. What is she learning? She is learning swimming, or she learns swimming. So swimming is related to the action and that is the object. He rides a bike. He, subject. Who rides the bike? He. What does he do? Rides. Okay, action word. What does he rides? A bike. So that is the object of that sentence. He, subject, rides verb, a bike is the object. Reena plays tennis. Reena, who plays tennis? Reena. So Reena is subject here. What does she play? She plays tennis. So play is a verb, that is an action word in this sentence. And what is she playing? Or what does she play? She plays tennis. So tennis is the object of this sentence. Right? We will see one more sentence. I have a phone. I, subject, have is a verb, a phone is a object. What do I have? I have a phone. Okay, so in this way here we have revised subject, verb and object. आता हे सगळं आपण केल्यानंतर, रिवाइज केल्यानंतर आपल्याला आता ऑब्जेक्ट म्हणजे काय त्या सेंटेन्स मधलं हे क्लिअर झालेलं असेल. ऑब्जेक्ट इज रिलेटेड विथ व्हॉट? वर्ब. ओके, आता आपण पुढे जाऊया. Now we will see how to find the direct object from the sentence. आता ऑब्जेक्ट म्हणजे काय तुम्हाला हे कळलंय. मग आता डायरेक्टली आपण ते ऑब्जेक्ट कसं काय फाइंड आउट करायचं? बघा त्याचा एक फॉर्म्युला आहे. सुरुवातीला मी तुम्हाला तो फॉर्म्युला दाखवते. देन वी विल सी दॅट फॉर्म्युला with some examples. Okay, so first of all we have understood what is subject in the sentence. Then after subject comes the action verb. We have just now seen subject, verb and object. So action verb, that is the verb, and then comes whom or what. These question we have to ask to this action verb and then we get direct object. बघा एखाद्या सेंटेन्स मधलं डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट फाइंड आउट करायचं असेल तर आपल्याला whom or what हा प्रश्न कोणाला विचारायचा? वर्बला विचारायचा. Okay, for example, see here one sentence is there. Sarah baked biscuits. Now you know Sarah is the subject of this sentence. What is the action verb? Begged. Okay, now here if you want to find out the direct object or the object from this sentence, you have to ask the question whom or what. So to find a direct object, find the subject first, then the action verb, and then ask whom or what, then you get the direct object. To whom to ask that question? To the action of the verb. कोणाला तो प्रश्न विचारायचा? ऍक्शन वर्बला. कोणता प्रश्न विचारायचा? whom or what. आता इथे आपलं सेंटेन्स एकदम सिंपल सेंटेन्स आहे बघा. सारा बेक्ड बिस्किट्स. What did Sarah bake? Biscuits. So biscuits is the direct object of this sentence. आहे ना सोपं? Object, object, object. Why I'm focusing this? You will come to know gradually. पण पहिलं ऑब्जेक्ट म्हणजे काय हे नीट समजून घ्या. मग तुम्हाला कळेल की टीचर एवढ्या वेळेला आपल्याला ऑब्जेक्टचे वेगवेगळे एक्झाम्पल्स किंवा ते का फाइंड आउट करायचे याचे ट्रिक्स का सांगतात. तर जेव्हा तुम्हाला त्या सेंटेन्स मधला ऑब्जेक्ट फाइंड आउट करायचा असेल, फर्स्ट फाइंड आउट द सब्जेक्ट, then the action verb, and then ask whom or what to that action verb, then you get the object or the direct object from that sentence. Okay, see here, Sarah is the subject, baked is the verb, and biscuit is the object from this sentence. आलं लक्षामध्ये? So now we will see here what is transitive and intransitive verb. So let's begin with some activity. So there is one activity. Read the following sentences. There are some sentences. We will read them one by one. We stood mute and motionless. I was surprised. I was observing this phenomenal creature, and the shell hit the animal. So these are some sentences. We have read them. Let's see what these sentences tell us. So if you try to find out the subject and object in these sentences, you will notice that all these sentences have subject, but there are no object in some sentences. You look at these sentences very carefully, and then you will come to know that there are no object in some sentences. Like, read the second sentence. I was surprised. Now, what is the object there? But if you read the last sentence, the shell hit the animal, you can find out there is an object. Okay, what did the shell hit? It hit the animal. So here if you try to find out the subject and object in these sentences, you will notice that all these sentences have subject. बघा सगळ्या वाक्यांना subject आहे. We, I, the shell. But in some sentences there are no objects. आता तुम्ही म्हणाल just now we have seen the basic pattern of framing the sentence, that is SVO, subject plus verb plus object. Then why some sentences they do not have object? Let's see. So some verbs do not need objects. Read it once again. Some verbs do not need objects. काही verbs असे असतात की त्यांना ऑब्जेक्टची गरज नसते. मग ते verbs कोणते असतात? For example, consider these sentences. Now here are some sentences. We will read them. Birds fly. The egg fell down. The balloon rose in the sky. The baby smiles all the time. So here the verbs fly, fell, rose, smile. In these sentences, they do not have any object. birds fly. Can you see any object over there? How do the birds fly? Have they explained you? No, it just birds fly. आणि नुसतं birds fly वाचलं तरी आपल्याला त्या सेंटेन्सचं पूर्ण मीनिंग समजतं. पक्षी उडतात. That is a sentence. We can understand that that sentence has some meaning to tell us. Okay? ते कसे उडतात, का उडतात, कशाला उडतात आपल्याला काही प्रश्न नाही पडत. पक्षी उडतात. That's it. म्हणजे त्या सेंटेन्सला आपल्याला जे कन्वे करायचंय ते आपल्याला समजतं. The egg fell down. Okay, it does not need or it does not have any object. The egg fell down, that's it. How did it fell down? Why did it fell down? We do not need to ask any question. Okay, the balloon rose in the sky. That's it. The action of rising in the sky has been finished. And the baby smiles all the time. So all these sentences, they do not have any object. ही तुम्ही चारही वाक्य वाचा. 4-5 वाक्य जी दिलेली आहेत तिकडे ती सगळी वाक्य जर तुम्ही वाचलीत तर तुमच्या लक्षात येईल की या वाक्यांना ऑब्जेक्ट दिलेलं नाही किंवा या वाक्यांमध्ये आपल्याला ऑब्जेक्ट मिळत नाही. We do not find any object in these sentences. So they are known as intransitive verbs. बघा आपण ज्या आजच्या भागामध्ये शिकणार आहोत आपला आजचा टॉपिक आहे intransitive and transitive verb. So here comes what is intransitive verb mean by. So the verbs which do not have any objects is known as intransitive verb. Intransitive verb कोणाला म्हणतात की ज्या verbsच्या पुढे मागे आपल्याला काही ऑब्जेक्ट दिसतंय का? त्या वर्बच्या पुढे आपल्याला काही ऑब्जेक्ट दिसतंय का? बर्ड्स फ्लाय याच्या पुढे काही आहे का? मगाशी आपण पॅटर्न बघितला एस प्लस व्ही प्लस ओ, सब्जेक्ट प्लस वर्ब प्लस ऑब्जेक्ट. सब्जेक्ट आहे, वर्ब आहे, but there is no object. So such type of verbs are known as intransitive verbs which do not have any object. Now let's see in detail what is meant by intransitive verb. बघा आता intransitive verb म्हणजे काय हे आपण वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारे आता जाणून घेऊया. So a verb that indicates complete action by itself in a sentence does not require an object to complete its meaning is called an intransitive verb. What is an intransitive verb? A verb that indicates complete action by itself. Birds fly. That is a complete action by itself. It does not require an object to complete its meaning and it is known as intransitive verb. Okay? Intransitive verb म्हणजे काय की त्या वर्बला त्याचा मीनिंग कंप्लीट करायला कोणत्याही ऑब्जेक्टची गरज भासत नाही. ते वर्ब त्या वाक्याचा अर्थ पूर्ण करायला समर्थ असतं. It is capable enough to complete the meaning of that sentence. So such verbs are called intransitive verbs. The sentence may end with the verb and adjective. So such type of sentence may end with the verb or an adjective. बघा ज्या सेंटेन्स मध्ये intransitive verbs असतात असे सेंटेन्सेस एक तर त्या वर्बनी एंड होतात किंवा त्याच्या शेवटी ऍडजेक्टिव्ह असू शकतं. आता आपण मागे एक सेंटेन्सेस बघितलं बघा. मागे एक सेंटेन्स आपण पाहिलं मागच्या भागामध्ये की द बेबी स्माइल्स लाउडली or the baby cries loudly. So that is an adjective. And cries or smiles, it is the verb and it is the intransitive verb. The question one may ask with these forms are when, where, how or why. तुम्हाला जर intransitive verb शोधायचं असेल तर तुम्ही कोणकोणते क्वेश्चन विचारू शकता त्या सेंटेन्सला? when, where, how or why. Then you get the intransitive verb from that sentence. Okay? Now we have seen the rule that it has verb or adjective at the end. We will see one more rule. Adverbs and prepositions usually follow intransitive verbs. बघा intransitive verb शोधायला तुम्हाला आणखीन एक ट्रिक इकडे मी तुम्हाला दाखवली आहे. Adverbs and prepositions usually follow intransitive verb. Intransitive verb नंतर आपल्याला काय बघायला मिळतं? Adverbs किंवा prepositions. Let's see one example. Baby cries loudly. See, this is the example to prove this rule. Loudly. What is this? It is an adverb. How does baby cry? The baby cries loudly. So that is the adverb from this sentence. So adverbs and prepositions usually follow intransitive verbs. Here you can see baby is the subject, loudly is an adverb which follows the intransitive verb cries. Okay? बघा हा रूल कसा आहे. Adverbs and prepositions usually follow intransitive verbs. काय आपल्याला दिसतं intransitive verb नंतर adverbs किंवा prepositions. बेबी क्राईज लाऊडली. याच्यामध्ये बेबी हे सब्जेक्ट आहे आपल्याला माहिती आहे. लाऊडली हे ऍडवर्ब आहे आणि या सेंटेन्स मधलं क्राईज हे इंट्रान्सिटिव्ह वर्ब आहे कारण त्याच्यानंतर ऍडवर्ब आलेला आपल्याला दिसतंय अँड देअर इज नो ऑब्जेक्ट इन दिस सेंटेन्स. सो दिस इज अन एक्झाम्पल ऑफ intransitive verb. Now the next thing, verbs that don't take direct objects are called intransitive verbs. In simple words, how can you put this? सोप्या शब्दात सांगायचं तर verbs that don't take direct objects are called intransitive verbs. ज्या verbs ना direct object ची गरज नसते त्या verbs ना intransitive verbs असं म्हणतात आणि without any object they can complete the sense of that sentence. The meaning of an intransitive verb is complete by its own. Intransitive चा अर्थ काय? Complete by its own. ते स्वतःच त्या सेंटेन्सचा अर्थ सांगायला समर्थ असतात. It is complete by its own. The meaning of an intransitive verb is complete by its own. For example, she is standing. See, do you find any object here? No need of getting, giving, providing, putting any object. So the verb is capable enough to tell the meaning of that sentence. Now read the following sentences. He is writing a book. Okay, he is writing a book. You can find there is a subject he, then there is a verb and there is an object. A book is an object there. She answers all the questions. There is a subject she, then you can find out the verb answers and the object, all the questions. The dog ate the biscuits. The dog is the subject, ate is the verb and the biscuit is the object. So thus all these verbs have an object. Okay, प्रत्येक क्रियापदाला एक एक ऑब्जेक्ट असलेला आपल्याला इकडे दिसतं. In first sentence it is a book, in second sentence it is the questions and in the next sentence it is the biscuit. So such type of verbs are known as transitive verbs. आता intransitive verb म्हणजे काय आपल्याला व्यवस्थित कळलं की transitive verb म्हणजे काय कळायला एकदम सोपं जातं. intransitive म्हणजे ज्याला ऑब्जेक्ट नसतं आणि transitive म्हणजे ज्याला ऑब्जेक्ट असतं. So they are known as transitive verbs. Verbs which take direct objects are called intransitive verbs. The meaning of a transitive verb is incomplete without a direct verb. बघा आता आपण intransitive meaning बघितलं, तसं आता इथे आपण transitive meaning लिहिलंय. The meaning of a transitive verb is incomplete without a direct object. म्हणजे तुमच्या लक्षात येईल की intransitive मध्ये आपल्याला ऑब्जेक्टची गरज नसते आणि ट्रान्झिटिव्ह वर्बला ऑब्जेक्टची गरज असते. विदाउट एनी ऑब्जेक्ट इट इज इनकम्प्लीट. आता आपण हे कसं ते एक्झाम्पल बघून तुम्हाला नीट कळणार आहे. बघा, शी इज ड्रिंकिंग अ ग्लास ऑफ वॉटर. सो दिस इज अन एक्झाम्पल ऑफ ट्रान्झिटिव्ह वर्ब. शी इज ड्रिंकिंग. आता इथे जर आपण हे वाक्य सोडलं तर तुम्हाला त्याचा अर्थ कळेल का? यू विल आस्क मी, व्हॉट इज शी ड्रिंकिंग? Is she drinking tea? Is she drinking coffee? Is she drinking milk? Is she drinking any cold drink? So what is she drinking? We do not get the complete sense of that sentence. So to complete it, we need a direct object, and that is a glass of water. So this is the direct object of this sentence. She is the subject, is drinking is the verb, and a glass of water is the object of this sentence. म्हणजे ज्या सेंटेन्स मध्ये आपल्याला डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्टची गरज लागते त्या वाक्याचं मीनिंग कंप्लीट करायला अशा वर्ब्सना आपण ट्रान्झिटिव्ह वर्ब असं म्हणतो. So a transitive verb applies its action on a direct object to express a complete thought. Okay, I'll read it again. A transitive verb applies its action on a direct object to express a complete thought. She is drinking a glass of water. So here is drinking. This verb applies action on a direct object on a glass of water to express a complete thought. Okay, so transitive verb ला एक ऑब्जेक्ट लागतं, त्याच्यामुळे त्याची ऍक्शन कंप्लीट होते आणि त्या वाक्याचा सेन्स पण कंप्लीट होतो. वी गेट द मीनिंगफुल सेंटेन्स. वी विल सी एक्झाम्पल हियर. ही बेक्ड सम कुकीज. और Adi rode his bike. Or I ate an ice cream. So all the verbs in the above sentences are transitive because an object is receiving the action of the verb. See, in first sentence, what is the object? Cookies. Okay, and what action is receiving the verb? What is the action of the verb? Baking. Okay, so what is he baking, or what did he bake? He baked some cookies. So here the object is receiving the action of cooking. Action verb is baked. Okay, in second sentence, see here Adi rode his bike. So his bike is an object. Okay, what did Adi ride? Adi rode his bike. So the roding or the riding, this action is received by this object bike. I ate an ice cream. So an ice cream is a object in this sentence which is receiving the action of eating in this sentence. So all the above verbs in the sentences are transitive because an object is receiving the action of the verb. बघा, प्रत्येक वाक्यामध्ये आपल्याला ऑब्जेक्ट लागतंय आणि त्याच्यामुळेच त्या वाक्याचा अर्थ कंप्लीट होतो. सो दीज आर ऑल examples of transitive verbs. We have learned what is the transitive verb means. Now we will see some more rules about it. A transitive verb requires an object in the form of a noun or pronoun to complete its meaning. The object answers to the questions who, whom or what. बघा, आपण डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट कसं फाइंड आउट करायचं, त्यासाठी कोणते प्रश्न विचारायचे हे सुरुवातीला बघितलं. त्याच्यानंतर इंट्रान्झिटिव्ह वर्ब फाइंड आउट करायला कोणते प्रश्न विचारायचे ते आपण पाहिलं. आता इथे तुम्हाला डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट मधून कोणते प्रश्न विचारले तुम्ही डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्टला की तुम्हाला ट्रान्झिटिव्ह वर्ब मिळतं हे इकडे दाखवलंय. सो यू कॅन आस्क द क्वेश्चन हू, whom or what to the object of that sentence. So you get the transitive verb from that sentence, and a transitive verb requires an object in the form of a noun or pronoun. ते ऑब्जेक्ट कधी नाउन असेल तर कधी प्रोनाउन सुद्धा असू शकेल. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, the students write compositions. So here the student, subject, write, verb, composition, object. So write is the transitive verb over here because what do students write? So students write composition. So you get the answer here. So this is the example of transitive verb. Myra is playing with her doll. With whom do Myra plays? The Myra plays, or with what does Myra play, or with what Myra is playing. You can ask this different question. So Myra is playing with her doll. So her doll is the object over here. And if you ask question whom or what, you get the answer. So these are the example of the transitive verb. इकडे एक लक्षात ठेवायचं, ट्रान्झिटिव्ह वर्बचं जे सेंटेन्स असतं ते कंप्लीट व्हायला त्याला ऑब्जेक्टची गरज असते, आणि या उलट इंट्रान्झिटिव्ह वर्बची सेंटेन्सचा मीनिंग कंप्लीट व्हायला त्याला ऑब्जेक्टची गरज नसते. सो दिस इज द बेसिक पॅटर्न which we use for the transitive verb, that is subject plus verb plus object, SVO. हा बेसिक पॅटर्न लक्षात ठेवायचा ट्रान्झिटिव्ह वर्ब साठी. आणि इंट्रान्झिटिव्ह वर्ब मध्ये सब्जेक्ट प्लस वर्ब, समटाइम्स देयर इज अन ॲडवर्ब, समटाइम्स देयर इज अन ॲडजेक्टिव्ह, sometimes there are some different words, sometimes there are no word, only subject and verb. Okay, so a verb that does not make sense on its own in a sentence which requires an object is called a transitive verb. In simple way you can put in this way. अगदी सोप्या शब्दात सांगायचं तर a verb that does not make sense on its own, स्वतःला त्याला कोणताही अर्थपूर्ण इतकी त्याच्यामध्ये कॅपॅबिलिटी नसते, इट रिक्वायर्स अन ऑब्जेक्ट इज कॉल्ड अ ट्रान्झिटिव्ह वर्ब. अर्थपूर्ण व्हायला त्याला कोणत्या ना कोणत्या ऑब्जेक्टची गरज असते. Now here we will see one example. You can see here a bookshelf. The shelf holds the books. Okay, now in this sentence we will see the shelf is the, what is the shelf? It is the subject. The books, this is the direct object, and the hold is the transitive verb from this sentence. The shelf holds. एवढंच तुम्ही जर वाक्य बोललात तर तुम्हाला त्याचा सेन्स होईल का, अर्थ कळेल का? डज इट हॅव कम्प्लीटनेस, पूर्णत्व आहे का त्या वाक्याला? द शेल्फ होल्ड्स. यू विल आस्क मी टीचर व्हॉट, परत तुम्ही हा प्रश्न विचाराल काय होल्ड केलंय शेल्फ मध्ये, काय ठेवलंय? सो वी नीड सम ऑब्जेक्ट टू कम्प्लीट द सेन्स ऑफ दिस सेंटेन्स. ओके, सो द बुक्स is the direct object of this sentence or from this sentence, and so holds is the transitive verb. Holds हे transitive verb का आहे? कारण त्याला स्वतःला अजिबात त्या वाक्याचा अर्थ सांगण्याची कॅपॅबिलिटी नाहीये. इट रिक्वायर्स अन ऑब्जेक्ट. इट कॅनॉट मेक सेन्स ऑन इट्स ओन, so it requires an object, so that's why holds is a transitive verb here. एखाद्या वाक्याचं ट्रान्झिटिव्ह वर्ब कसं असतं आपल्याला कळलं, तिथपर्यंत ते वाक्य आपण वाचून बघायचं मोठ्याने आणि आपल्याला कळतं की दॅट सेंटेन्स इज इनकम्प्लीट. वी नीड समथिंग टू पुट आफ्टर दॅट टू कम्प्लीट द सेन्स ऑफ दॅट सेंटेन्स. सो देअर यू फाइंड द ट्रान्झिटिव्ह वर्ब फ्रॉम दॅट सेंटेन्स. कसं ओळखायचं कळलंय ट्रान्झिटिव्ह वर्ब? Finally, we can say that a transitive verb is incomplete without a direct object whereas an intransitive verb makes complete sense without a direct object. बघा आजच्या व्हिडिओमध्ये आपण जे जे काही शिकलोय ते आपण इथे आता आपण समअप करूया. अ ट्रान्झिटिव्ह वर्ब इज इनकम्प्लीट विदाउट अ डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट. ट्रान्झिटिव्ह वर्ब हे डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट शिवाय इनकम्प्लीट असतं. whereas an intransitive verb makes complete sense without a direct object. इंट्रान्झिटिव्ह वर्ब्स मध्ये डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्टची गरज नसते. ते त्याच्याशिवाय स्वतःला त्या वाक्याचा अर्थ पूर्ण करण्यासाठी समर्थ असतं. लेट्स सी वन एक्झाम्पल. We played. So this is the sentence. We played. Now if I said that we played, you will ask me what? What did you play? Did you play football? Did you play tennis? Did you play cricket? Did you play any other game? So it needs some object to complete its sense, right? So here you can say this is the transitive verb which is incomplete without the direct object. Okay, now look at this sentence. We played very well. आता या सेंटेन्स मध्ये पण आपल्याला कुठे ऑब्जेक्ट दिसतंय का बघा. We played very well. पण आपल्याला या वाक्याचा अर्थ पूर्ण कळला. आम्ही खूप सुंदर खेळलो. जेव्हा कधी कॉम्पिटिशन झाली की जेव्हा कधी मॅच झाली आम्ही छान खेळलो. इथे कोणता गेम खेळलो हे सांगण्याची गरज नाही, पण आम्ही कसं खेळलो हे या क्रियापदानी या वर्बनी आपल्याला सांगितलं. वी प्लेड व्हेरी वेल. प्लेड नंतर इकडे काय आलंय बघा, व्हेरी वेल. व्हॉट इज व्हेरी वेल? व्हॉट इज व्हेरी वेल हियर? इट इज अन adjective you can say, right? आपण तो रूल बघितला की intransitive verb may end with or it may follow with an adjective and adverb or the prepositions. Okay, so here you can say this is an example of intransitive verb because it makes complete sense without direct object. याच्यात पण direct object नाहीये, but the intransitive verb has followed with the adjective, so it completes sense without any direct object. बघा सेम वर्ब घेऊन आपण ते दोन्ही प्रकारे ट्रान्झिटिव्ह आणि इंट्रान्झिटिव्ह मध्ये कसं वापरू शकतो हे तुम्हाला इथे मी दाखवलंय. सो a transitive verb needs a direct object to complete its sense. On the other hand, an intransitive verb does not require any direct object to complete its sense. It can make complete sense without a direct object. Okay? Now here we see transitive and intransitive verb simultaneously. आता जे काही आपण शिकलो ते मी तुम्हाला इथे उदाहरणांनी पुन्हा एकदा दाखवते, म्हणजे या दोन मधला फरक तुम्हाला कळेल आणि याचा अर्थ अधिक उत्तम प्रकारे तुम्हाला कळेल. First example, we play football every evening. So what is football here? We play football, right? What do we play? We play football. So here you say this is an example of transitive verb. We play on the ground every evening. बघा आता इथे मी play सेम वर्ब घेतला. इथे पण प्ले आहे बघा, पण ह्याला इथे ऑब्जेक्ट लागलाय फुटबॉल. ओके, पण इथे आपण काही ऑब्जेक्ट घेतलंय का? पण तरी सुद्धा आपल्याला त्याचा अर्थ पूर्ण कळतो. यू नीड नॉट गेट an object for the intransitive verb. We play on the ground every evening. Then the pilot flies the plane very well. What does the pilot fly? The pilot flies the plane very well. The plane is the object. See this sentence. Eagles fly high in the sky. So how? Here you can find out the adverb over here, but it is not needed any objective or any object over here. So eagles fly high in the sky. He speaks English. So English is an object here. It needs to complete the sentence. What does he speak? And see this sentence from intransitive. She speaks fast. बघा सेम verbs घेऊन ते ट्रान्झिटिव्ह आणि इंट्रान्झिटिव्ह मध्ये कसे वापरले जातात ह्याचे काही एक्झाम्पल्स मी तुम्हाला इथे दाखवलेले आहेत. So in this way, in today's video we have learned about what is the transitive verb and what are intransitive verbs. Okay, so you watch this video, you rewatch it, you note down the important points and you find out some sentences and underline the transitive verbs and intransitive verbs and state the reason if they are transitive why and if they are intransitive why. So keep practicing. So see you in the next video with new topic. Till then, work hard.
That's all for today. So you will revise whatever we have learned in today's session. Please subscribe the channel and press the notification button to get the link of next video. Bye bye.